Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello sir, my name is Bambang Yudhoyono from PBIC class. Today I wanna read about methods of education as versus West. A teacher from a Western country recently visited an elementary school in Asian country. In one class, she watched 60 young children as they learned to draw a cat. The teacher drew a big circle on the blackboard, and 60 children copied it on their papers. The teacher drew a smaller circle on the top of the first and then put two triangles on the top of it. The children drew it the same way. The lesson continued until there were 61 identical cats in the classroom. Each student cat looked exactly like the one on the board. The visiting teacher watched the lesson and was surprised. The teaching method were very much different from the way of teaching in her own country. A children's art lesson in her own country produced a room full of unique pictures. It's one completely different from the others. Why? What caused these differences in educational methods? In a classroom in any country, the instructor teaches more than art or history or language. He or she also teaches culture, the ideas and beliefs of the society. Each educational system is a mirror that reflects the culture of the society. In a society such as the United States or Canada, which has many national, religious, and cultural differences, people highly value individualism. The differences between people teacher place a lot of importance on the quality that make each student special. The educational system in these countries show these values. Students do not memorize information, instead they work individually and find answer themselves. There is often discussion in the classroom. At an early age, students learn to form their own ideas and opinions. In most Asian societies, by contrast, the people have the same history and culture, perhaps for this reason. The educational system in much of the Orient reflects society beliefs in group goals and purpose rather than individualism. Children in China, Japan, Korea often work together and help each other on assignment. In the classroom, the teaching methods are often very formal. The teacher lectures and the student listen. There is not much discussion. Instead, the student receive rules or information that they have memorized. There are advantages and disadvantages to both of this system of education. For example, one advantage to the system in Japan is that students there learn much more math and science that American students learn by the end of high school. They also study more hours each day and more days each year than North Americans do. The system is difficult, but prepares students for a society that value discipline and self-control. There is, however, a disadvantage. Memorization is an important learning method in Japanese school. Yet many students say after an exam they forget much of the information that they have memorized. The advantage to the educational system in North America on the other hand, is the student learn to think for themselves. The system prepares them for a society that value creative ideas. There is, however, a disadvantage. When students graduate from high school, they haven't memorized as many basic rules and facts as students in other countries have. To connect the reading, and the conclusion is to connect the reading with the three related sources or events. Let's explore how the educational methods described reflect broad culture and societal values, drawing on religion, recent event, and personal experiences. Religions and culture, Confucianism influence in Asia emphasize discipline and collective responsibility, while Protestantism is in the West promote individualism and the development of unique talents. Recent even there is a debate in the United States about standardized testing, which is seen as stifling creativity, while some Asian countries are beginning to incorporate more creativity and critical thinking into their education system. Okay, I think that's all. Thank you.